You're indifferent to this person you knew, and they can't manipulate you. You don't care about them. They had a dominating and privileged identity status because of your presence. You helped them focus, balance, and enhance trustworthiness. You were kind, pure, and simple, and made them look stable. People looked at them and accepted them because you were in their life. That person you knew loves drama and hostility, and your spirit calmed that behavior. They are immature, thoughtless, and hasty while you are mature and manage your emotional responses. You have honesty and sincerity, and that stood out. It's like your goodness protected them, and you were unaware of this. Your patience, loyalty, and forgiving them, as well as tolerating their manipulation, made them feel powerful. They knew you were compassionate and thrived on it. They knew you allowed their nonsense and looked at it as obedience. They knew just by you being with them that they were allowed to play the fool. But they were in illusions and saw that only when you left. They thought you'd always be there and were so confident about it. They fed their ego with your responses and thought they were smart to carry on like that forever. You stopped responding and explaining. They became frustrated, confused, and scared. Scared because you are no longer interested in them. All their manipulations, lies, and games backfired on them because you're not participating anymore. Their weakness became obvious as their control was about you in their life and your devotion to them. They needed your energy to continue their plans, but now their plans don't work. They don't have your attention and now they can't dominate you. They have no inner strength but depended on you because they thought you were under their control. They're going through chaos and it's their own fault. You moved on. They were only using your influence. They're panicking now very much. There is a lot of deception as they are charming, cunning, and copying. They can't hold it together. They try to control you with confusion and dominance, but everything is going at them. They're reflecting the same energy back to themselves, increasing the chaos. Their games don't work anymore. They thought they would be free of consequences. They love to manipulate, especially you. But they're seeing for themselves that influence based on fear, deceit, or control and exploitation is just for a short time. The result is chaos and confusion. When someone like you refuses to continue their foolish games, it's like they have imploded with panic that they alone created. They love to control, but it came from dependency on you, and you're no longer there. Chaos came from their own actions. They love to play games, but now it but now knows it destroyed everything with you and with themselves. They thought they were winning with their manipulations when they believed you were unclear and naive. You saw their charm, but wasn't taken up by it. You just didn't reduce yourself to their stupidity, and their ego didn't like that. They secretly smiled and told themselves that you were easy to fool. The, their ego had them thinking that they were more intelligent, more deceptive, and advanced than you. You were calm, patient, and compassionate, but you were not gullible and weak. They're not going to they're not going it over in their mind that you chose peace over conflict, and it scares them. They know now you saw the truth. You had your boundaries, and your quietness showed that. They go over how they behaved with you and are drawn back by it because they think of their self importance, arrogance, insolence, stubbornness, verbal harshness, and how they belittled you. They know you know who they are, and they're scared because you saw their two face, their games, and their devious plans. You had emotional self control, and it was you who had the power all along. Your refusal to react destroyed their illusion of control. They were always expected to be out of control. You stayed unresponsive and calm because you outgrew them. They were so sure that their betrayal, manipulations, their going and coming back, and disrespect would bring your downfall, leading you to cry, be confused, beg them to stay, and admit your faults and all this. They love imagining being powerful and feeling powerful and seeing you disintegrate. They wanted to show you that they moved on quickly and was the stronger one and wanted to see your life dragging by. But they never thought that your calm and moving on would be your strength. You don't care about them understanding or not, and you stopped wasting your energy on a fool. You began growing fast, and they lied on you and said you were weak, emotional, a loner, and confused. But you didn't compete or fight. You just outgrew them, and you outgrew everything. You moved on, and they were left to face their own shadows. And they could blame you. They couldn't blame you anymore. Their illusion of dominance was no more.